Welcome to the car. I'll tell you everything you need to know about what was one of the most busy days when it comes to the New Orleans Saints. They named a starting quarterback. They cut down to their 53-man roster. They traded for a player. It was a wild day. So the first thing you need to know, of course, Spencer Rattler is the starting quarterback for week 1 of the NFL regular season. Kellen Moore announcing that earlier today at his surprise press conference on Tuesday. So that is done. The next thing that you're going to be looking at there is just how the Saints kind of mold and fit the offense to them, but we'll dive into that later on this week after we see a couple of practices tomorrow and Thursday. As for the 53-man roster, not a lot of surprise moves made. I think some folks have been surprised a little bit about the Clyde Edwards-Helaire move, but I feel like that's a little bit about like roster accounting and maneuverability more than anything. That's a veteran that you can get back to the practice squad potentially, but we'll see what happens there. Isaiah Foskey was let go. Jake Haener was waived. The Saints moved off only one of their drafted rookies. That was 7th rounder Fadil Diggs, not the guy that I expected, but we'll see what happens with the practice squad and how they continue to build it up. But 53 guys on the roster is set, including a new man. Offensive tackle Asim Richards, who was traded for in a pick swap all the way in 2028, a 6th-round pick for a 7th-round pick. The Saints get the 7th, as well as Asim Richards. That gives them some tackle depth where they had no healthy tackle depth. They lost Landon Young for the season, and Barry Wesley is going on injured reserve, designated to return. So this gives them some quick, depth. Not even quick. I mean, he's a talented player. Cowboys fans hated losing him. A couple of our guys over at Locked On Cowboys talked a little bit about it as well, saying that he was a really good player, a good backup. So Saints get some tackle depth there. Now remember, the initial 53 is never the same as the week 1 53, and that's going to see some changes with waivers clearing around 11 a.m. Eastern, I believe, on Wednesday. So we'll see if the Saints end up bringing in any additional talent. But as of right now, the 53 is set. The starting quarterback is named, a trade has been made, and there's only going to be so much more. And we'll see you tomorrow when the Saints are back at practice. Walk to the car and I'll tell you all about it.